Hey, everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Advocate Information Highway. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have a very important topic for today's show, in which it is U.S. Senate Republicans block a bill that would have cut taxes for families. So let's get into this. You know, the uh, the elections this coming November are right around the corner. And it's not just for president of the United States. Um, the elections are also for the United States House of Representatives and also for the U.S. Senate as well. So, just keeping this in mind, and that's why it's so important to really get the vote out and vote Democratic, vote blue. And this is a perfect example why. Because come the end of next year, the end of 2025, the bill that Trump made when he was president, cutting taxes, giving fancy, disgusting rich people huge, gigantic tax breaks. That comes to an end at the end of next year. That, that what he did, this bill that Trump created expires at the end of next year. And the Democrats just really want the fancy, disgusting rich people to pay their fair share in taxes. Because right now, fancy, disgusting rich people pay less in taxes than regular working people, and it's not fair. The Democrats just want the fancy, disgusting rich people to pay their fair share in taxes. And these Republicans in the United States Senate, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that fancy, disgusting rich people have to pay their fair share of taxes. They don't want to hear that. So what did they do? They wanted to act like little babies, right? And they're saying, well, you can't do that to us. So we're going to block this bill that would cut taxes for families. We don't want regular working people to have tax breaks. No, 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 no. We only want our fancy, disgusting, rich people friends to have big tax breaks. They're the only ones that deserve it. So we are going to act like babies, and we're going to stomp our feet and stuff. And um, we're going to block this bill that would cut taxes for families. So just remember that coming in November, on November 5th of this year, when you go to the polls and vote. That's why, again, it's so important. I can't stress this enough, ladies and gentlemen. It is so important to vote Democratic. We got to stop these Republicans from only giving tax breaks, big tax breaks, to the fancy, disgusting rich people. Hardworking families deserve big tax breaks. Seriously, honestly. And just let me read you some bits and pieces of the article that's about this topic. Okay, a bipartisan bill expanding the child tax credit as well as business deductions sought by corporate America failed, ladies and gentlemen, to advance in the United States Senate after overwhelming opposition from guess, guess who? Republicans, who feared giving Democrats a major win ahead of the November elections. Okay? The 48 to 44 vote came amid debate about which party is more pro family and whether the government should penalize people without children or childless cat ladies like uh what Trump's VP, running mate JD Vance said. Okay. But he said that in recently resurfaced comments that have drawn bipartisan criticism. Let me read you what the Democrat Tina Smith, she's a Democrat of Minnesota, what she told the Huffington Post. If these folks, meaning the Republicans, are so pro-family, why aren't they supporting paid family and medical leave? If they believe in families, why are they not supporting the child tax credit? And this is why, again, it's so important to vote Democratic. The new bill that the Republicans blocked would have given low-income parents larger tax refunds, especially in households with multiple children. A tax analyst said a tax filer who has two children and earned $9,000 a year would receive a tax credit refund worth $975 under the current law. But if the new bill would have passed, right, if the Republicans did not block it, a tax filer who has two children and earned 9,000 last year would receive under the new bill that was being proposed $1,950. Okay, but the Republicans blocked the bill. Republicans complained that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer only brought the measure up for a vote 6 months after it was approved by the House of Representatives by a 357 to 70 vote to help bolster the campaigns of vulnerable Democratic incumbents facing tough re-election fights in November. Again, I can't stress this enough. This is a perfect example why people need to go out and vote Democratic. You got to do it. These Republicans only care about their fancy, disgusting, rich people friends. They don't care about the hardworking people. They don't. They don't. And so, again, the November elections are right around the corner. So if you want fancy, disgusting rich people to pay their fair share of taxes, and if you want people, the hardworking people to be the ones that get the big tax breaks, and you get out and vote in November and vote Democratic. Seriously. Let me show it to you this way. If the Democrats take back the United States House of Representatives, and if the Democrats keep control of the United States Senate, and if the Democrats keep control of the White House, you'll have all these good things for the hardworking people. You will. And the fancy, disgusting rich people will pay their fair share of taxes. Because it's so important, ladies and gentlemen. I can't stress this enough. So, with all this being said, I want to now remind all my fans out there about my website, Advocate Information Highway. The link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that is AIHNY.com. And you guys can check out all the pages on there. And while you're on there, if you go to the store page of my website, you will see links on there. And one of those links is to my internet store on Zazzle.com. And if you go to my internet store on Zazzle.com, you will see all the products that I have designed and that are up for sale on my internet store on Zazzle.com. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.